Yerker, right?
Yerker? Okay, thank you.
Chris?
Can I just follow up real quick? If you go back to PennDOT Al and for the HOP, or did you have an HOP highway occupancy permit for that before?
Yeah.
And you've talked to them recently?
No.
Okay. Do you think you're?
We have a letter from them saying it was okay for them, for us to do phase one.
When was that? Was that from the previous submission?
That was right when we had gotten to preliminary approval of the whole site, and the board said we're not going to give preliminary approval and then a phased approval if PennDOT doesn't give a letter saying they're okay with it. PennDOT gave a letter saying they're okay with doing the first phase.
And that was from when the first time you came through?
Right.
Okay.
And he does have to get his HOP in for those improvements. But at the time, there were different people that were coming by. I think this goes back far enough that it was before the economy fell apart. There were different people looking at properties right across the street. So we weren't 100% sure what PennDOT would make us do. We knew what we had to do on our side. Nothing had to do with it.
I don't even know if the roundabout was complete then. I don't think it was.
Not when we started the project.
Yeah.
I think the project actually stretches back to when it was approved and not built.
Yeah, this was all happening about the same time. and-
CBS was just finishing
Yeah.
up. I'm surprised how well the circle works. I was a total skeptic.
All right, so then we're sitting at, we make a motion under Carol's.
Can I offer a suggestion? Okay. You may want to consider this, approve signing plans, and then release plans conditioned on the township engineer reviewing and approving any changes to the plan caused by the revised MPDES plan.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any questions? Yes.
Linda Jansen, Simmons Road, also member of the Lower Frederick Planning Commission. Would it be possible for also, pardon me, the Planning Commission to have an opportunity to review the revised plans and the changes made? Again, I'm not saying, I must commend Mr. Manning, your elevations look really well, it's a very well put together plan, but nobody's really reviewed the NPDES revisions in 7 years, and it would just not be nice if we could look at them. I'm not saying hold anything up, but just have the opportunity of the Planning Commission to also review.
There are signature lines for the planning commission, so I wouldn't mind making a presentation to reviewing it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's right.
Or just make plans available
Oh, okay.
for us to look at.
Okay.
I wouldn't say, give a presentation, but just have them available in the township building for us to
Okay.
review. Thank you.
Yes, Al.
Eric, and the lawyer may confirm that we come underneath the ruling that we had 5 years with an extension of 5 years to get that approval finished up. That was a ruling made back in 2008. Are you aware of that, sir?
Aware of the general extension law.
The extension law.
Yeah.
So we would come underneath that extension law.
I couldn't answer that conclusively without knowing the time frame from when you received your approvals in the past.
I can perhaps answer that. You're referring to Act 54, the Permanent Extension Act, which is also an extension of Act 46 and 87. Yes, all municipal approvals were granted a tolling period, which began from January 1st of 2009 and through the subsequent passages of legislation extended to July 2nd of 2016. 2016, the clock started ticking again. So basically, on this approved plan, that's when, since it was presented and approved during the tolling period, the clock never started ticking. So they used to have like 3 years on that plan. It started ticking again on July 2nd of 2016. So it will only be 2 years into the approval on July 2nd of this year. So, you know, there's ample time. As I said, but that being said, I was very happy to hear that the DEP permits were updated because they do not fall under that tolling period. They're not grandfathered. There's just certain things, municipal approvals, things like that, certain PennDOT approvals do not, NPDES permits do not.
Okay, so he's doing with his
So
5 years.
he's on Tom.
Okay.
And yeah, the clock on those particular plans started ticking again on July 2nd of 2016.
Thank you.
That-
But I don't think Al would mind if the planning commission had a copy of the E&S and NPDES approval.
Yeah,
Nothing changed as far as like the layout or the concept or anything of the plan. It's only whatever DEP requires for stormwater and BMPs and those kind of things. So there's not, you know, you certainly are able to keep, I mean, have a copy and take a look at it. Nothing changed as far as the building or the layouts or anything.
Thank you. We have a vote. Aye.
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 Thank you.
Next item, your staff is recommending approval of professional services agreement. That's before you tonight. What this agreement, it actually protects the township. Our developer is required to post a $10,000 cash escrow that's meant to protect the township, to cover our engineering review and legal review costs associated with this project. We've already identified where Carol will have to be drilling down into the MPDES permit and the resulting, and opine about the resulting changes to the plan, if any. Additionally, what's required is that if that $10,000 falls below $2,000, the developer is required to replenish that escrow so that the account once again reaches $10,000. So it's, by the way, a couple things. Mr. Manning has already signed this agreement, and Mr. Manning has already provided the township with the $10,000, and our treasurer has created a special escrow account for this purpose.
So it's all taken care of.
Yes, sir. All you need to do is approve the PSA.
All right, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second it. A vote, any questions? A vote.
Aye.
Aye. CVS Park project, Pam Wright, Jackie.
We're asking tonight, Pam Wright from the Park Board, we're asking tonight that the Board of Supervisors approve the renaming of CVS Park to Village Center Park. We did meet with Al Manning earlier in the month and presented him our proposal, what we're going to be doing to the park, and at that time asked if he would mind, we wanted to name the park after him, and he declined, and he liked the name that we had selected, so we're asking now that the Village Center Park be the proper name for that park.
I will make the motion that we rename the CVS Park to Village Center Park.
I'll second it. Any questions? A vote?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Now, does this mean we have to put up signage or anything, or it's just, that's what will be on the map?
Well, that's what will be that is the name that will be on that sign. And that will be going forward as we use that park name, that's what we're using. You want me to go forward on the resolution?
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, we're asking for the Board of Supervisors to please sign a resolution authorizing the submission of our grant application. This is the DCED grant. We're going to be asking for $50,000 from the Commonwealth, again, to help fund some of the work at the Village Park, at the park renovation project.
Are there matching funds?
There's a matching fund requirement, and we're using the cash that both the park board and the township has provided to us. There's a 20% match on that. We're only asking for $50,000 because of that. We have that cash on the budget.
Also move.
I'll second.
Any questions? A vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approve the grant?
And also associated with that, then we need the approval of the grant submittal, that same grant, the DCED grant for the $50,000, the commitment letter by the township that we have the money and that they're behind the project, approve the project, to let us go ahead.
Is there a deadline for that?
May 31st, we have to have everything in.
Also move.
Second.
Any questions? Vote?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
I do have one comment. So I meant to send you an email late last week. We were approved in the amount of $5,000 for a placemaking grant for this project. In addition to that, we will have between 5 and 15 volunteers for a full half day sometime in late summer, early fall to assist with the project that day. A cleanup, planting, whatever you think is appropriate. But we'll have about 5 to 15 people. Again, that's based on time schedule.
Okay, thank you.
Reports. Township engineer.
Since Carol's not here tonight, I will serve as your interim township engineer. We have Carol back in, on April the 18th, opened up bids for aggregate and bituminous materials. We received 2 bids. In the case of aggregate materials, the low bid is Highway Materials, Inc. of Flourtown, PA. It's your staff's recommendation that the board award the contract to Highway Materials for the aggregate materials.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any questions? A vote?
Aye.
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 In the case of the bituminous materials, Allen Myers LP of Melbourne, PA, was the low bid, and your staff recommends the contract be awarded to Allen Myers.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any questions? A vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Public Works.
Public Works, just a few things. Tom provided me with his May report. During May, Tom performed 5 sewer tie-in inspections. He tucked away the snowplows for the summer. He started mowing our township parks and facilities. He's taken, you recall a few months ago, I forgot, it was Dana, who had pointed out that we needed a new sliding board at Goshen Park. Tom's staff has installed a new sliding board for the park, and it is fully operational. He also filled in the back at the CVS now Village Park, and a whole considerable amount of preventive maintenance was done at our pump station and our sewage treatment.
During the month of April, there were 170 calls for service. 106 of the calls were handled by the Lower Frederick Township Police Department. 64 of the additional calls were handled by the state in their absence. With the arrival of warm weather, children riding bicycles and people out walking, the police department has started up the NRAD speed enforcement details again throughout the township. We conducted our first detail last week on Spring Mountain Zieglerville Road, which has 23 traffic infractions for speeding. We also apprehended numerous peripheral violations, suspended driver's license, no insurance, unregistered, uninspected. And these will continue through the summer. Residents are just asked that if they have recommendations or requests to just email the police department and put them on the list for where we're going to be. Also, I have acquired through the Department of Public Safety a billboard speed trailer, which is going to be delivered here on Thursday. This is basically owned by the Department of Public Safety, and I want to thank them for being so cooperative with getting it to us. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this around to different locations. It's really good for in the tight areas, like the communities. We're going to set it up. And basically the idea of the speed trailer is designed to remind residents or people that are traveling on the roadways what their speed is. It starts to flash as you get over the posted speed limit. And once again, it's kind of a non-invasive reminder. And probably, I don't want to say this for sure, but it will follow then where enforcement is going to be used later. The police department is notifying residents that the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture Division of Dog Law Enforcement will be canvassing the township over this week. Dog wardens will be dressed in full uniforms and operating marked trucks. What they're going to be doing is that our area was randomly selected for compliance with dog licensing and rabies vaccination. And then what they also do is provide information. So if you don't have a dog and you're not going to do it, they may hand you a pamphlet to say if you ever need this, these are our services. There was 2 incidents that happened in April, and we've been getting a lot of questions about that. And I really feel that these announcements will go hand in hand with some improvements that we're hoping to make to the website, and I'll be able to report that to the board. But on April 4th at 0600 hours, the Lower Frederick Township Police Department, Montgomery County District Attorney's Office, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and the Department of Homeland Security executed a search warrant at a residence on Village Drive. A male subject was taken into custody for distribution of child pornography, and 2 other subjects were detained and removed for illegally entering the United States. This investigation is still ongoing. And on April the 10th, the police department was called to the area of 21 Simmons Road for the discovery of a large quantity of suspected drugs and drug paraphernalia that had been discarded along the roadside. The substance turned out to be heroin. Officers secured the scene and contacted the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office Drug Task Force in order to initiate protocol for the collection of drug evidence containing possible fentanyl. The scene was cleaned up and all drug evidence and paraphernalia was safely removed. Residents are reminded never to touch unknown substances as they may contain fentanyl. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that is between 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine, and as little as 2 to 3 milligrams can kill you. Suspected substances can be reported directly to the police department. We're seeing more and more of this all over the township. Officers in surrounding townships, we're lucky we have not had an exposure incident, but at least 3 of the neighboring police departments have. This is very dangerous. So I'm just asking people, if you see something or you find something when you're out walking, don't pick it up, call the police. If you can wait there and keep children away, that'd be the best thing. We'll send somebody out to take care of it for you. I was tasked by the Board of Supervisors to look into doing some prospective improvements to our website. Once again, the aim with this is to try to disseminate information quickly and effectively out to the community about various issues. I've met with one web design company today. I have a meeting tomorrow with a second. I'm going to get a list of 3 together before I come back to the board with proposals. And we're finding, I have to be honest, I was a little bit shocked with the first proposal that I got today, so we'll see where we fall tomorrow. But one of the things that we may have to discuss, and we can discuss in work session, is general improvements to the entire website, because they're kind of saying that they're going hand in hand. That's what I'm starting to hear. So if we do all these improvements to the police department's website, and the township's website is still kind of existing, this may be a time where we want to look at doing improvements unilaterally. So we'll discuss that. And then finally, the last item I have to report on is that we have gone through the selection process for 2 candidates. One to replace a full-time officer who left 2 months ago, 1.5 months ago, and the other was to add a 32-hour part-timer. The candidates have submitted and have both successfully passed their background investigation, polygraph examinations, as well as psychologicals and physicals. And it is my hope that we'll have them sworn in the June meeting with the intended date to get them out there. These officers specifically are going to be going to the night side. We're going to be pushing out our hours, and that's where you're going to be seeing them. These are younger guys, and they have very impressive resumes for people that, quite frankly, now I consider myself old. Very nice guys. I think they're going to do a great job for us, and they're very excited to get going. That's all I have.
So I have a question. You said you're going to push out to night hours. How late will we have to?
We're going to be out. We're going to be out with consistency until 11 p.m. Yeah.
Well, Chief, you mentioned that we shouldn't touch certain substances that might be harmful to people picking them up or whatever. Can you provide like a visual poster or something like that of what these things? I liken it back to like the old postings that they used to for blasting caps. Did you ever see these?
No, I remember those. I saw those as kids.
Perhaps maybe you could find something that.
And I think that's one of the things that we want to do with incorporation into our website. Really got to get a way of getting information out to the public a lot better than just coming to a meeting once a month or somebody calls us. If people call us, we're happy to tell them what's going on. Fentanyl, where we've been seeing it, and I don't want it to be 100% absolute on this, is a palatable substance. It looks very similar to cocaine or heroin in a powder form. It's mixed in. It is a very dangerous drug. The reality of this is that we just don't know by looking at it whether it is or it's not. So the rule of thumb is you don't touch it. That even goes for officers. Our problem with this scene on Siemens Road was this was such a large quantity. This was thousands and thousands of dollars of somebody's drug stash that was just abandoned by the roadside. We suspect, I don't know this for sure, that the person who felt they were being followed by law enforcement, they got nervous, they threw it out of the window, it rolled down a small hill, and there it was. And, I really want to credit our road crew, because they were out doing some maintenance, they saw it, they knew that something wasn't right, they contacted us, we went out, and we were able to secure the scene. There's a whole protocol that's involved. It's not as easy as just picking it up and putting it in a can. You got to be careful not to disturb it. If it becomes airborne, you can ingest it that way too. And people die from this all the time. People that are using the drugs die, but people that are there responding as first responders, law enforcement, fire, EMS, and even